In the small, fog-shrouded town of Ravenbrook, darkness always seemed to linger. Its narrow streets were lined with eerie, centuries-old houses that creaked and whispered secrets. But the most chilling secret of all lay buried beneath the floorboards of one of those ancient homes. The story begins with the discovery of a gruesome murder. The body of a prominent local artist, Victor Holloway, is found brutally mutilated in his own studio. The police, led by the seasoned detective Eleanor Hart, are baffled by the brutality of the crime. Detective Hart delves into the town's archives, unearthing tales of witch hunts, dark rituals, and unexplained disappearances. As the investigation unfolds, they uncover a trail of eerie symbols and cryptic messages that seem to lead deeper into Ravenbrook's twisted history. But strange occurrences plague the investigation: whispers in the wind, shadows that move on their own, and a pervasive feeling of being watched. Eleanor realizes that the answer to the mystery might lie in the haunted past of Ravenbrook. She uncovers a sinister pact made by a group of townspeople long ago, a pact that promised eternal life in exchange for unspeakable deeds. As Eleanor gets closer to the truth, she finds herself standing before the very house where Victor was murdered. The final confrontation reveals that the evil that had plagued Ravenbrook for centuries is not only real but still very much alive. In a harrowing twist, Eleanor confronts the entity that feeds on fear and suffering. She strikes a deal to sacrifice herself to save the town from its reign of terror. As dawn breaks over Ravenbrook, the fog lifts, and the town seems to breathe a sigh of relief. But the horror has not ended, it has taken a new form. Eleanor's presence lingers in the shadows, whispering warnings to those who have forgotten the darkness that had once consumed their town. Weeks turned into months, and the memory of Eleanor's sacrifice began to fade from the minds of the townspeople. Among those who couldn't forget was Lily, a young journalist who had followed the case closely. Lily delved deeper into the town's history, determined to uncover the truth that had been hidden for so long. Her investigations led her to dusty old tomes, handwritten diaries, and chilling tales passed down through generations. As she pieced together the puzzle, Lily discovered the true extent of the pact made by the townspeople centuries ago. The entity that Eleanor had faced was but one of many horrors bound to Ravenbrook. One fateful night, as Lily stood in front of the cursed house, she felt a sudden shift in the air. Shadows seemed to dance in the corners of her vision, and an icy breeze sent shivers down her spine. Unbeknownst to her, the entity had not been vanquished. It had merely been dormant, waiting for the right moment to rise again. Lily ventured into the basement, armed with the knowledge she had gathered. She hoped to find a way to break the curse that held Ravenbrook captive, but what she found was beyond her worst nightmares. The entity emerged from the shadows, its form shifting and contorting in ways that defied logic. Undeterred, Lily revealed the secrets she had uncovered, the names of those who had made the pact, the rituals they had performed, and the darkness that had seeped into every corner of Ravenbrook. With those words, she channeled every ounce of her willpower, every piece of knowledge she had gained, into unraveling the curse. In a burst of blinding light, the entity was no more. Ravenbrook seemed to exhale a collective breath, as if a weight had been lifted. The curse had been broken, and the town was finally free from the shadows that had haunted it for generations. But as Lily looked out over the town, she couldn't shake the feeling that the darkness was not entirely gone. Whispers still drifted through the wind, and shadows still danced in the corners of her vision. She knew that the entity's defeat was not the end, but merely a new beginning. A chance for Ravenbrook to forge a different destiny, one of resilience and unity. And so, the town of Ravenbrook embarked on a journey of healing and transformation, determined to rewrite its own story and ensure that the horrors of the past would never again cast their long, chilling shadow.